Well, time now for a look at what happened in politics today. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre introduced an opposition motion this afternoon in the House calling the Prime Minister to convene a First Ministers' meeting over the carbon tax.
Will he agree to a televised carbon tax conference if he's so sure of himself on this issue?
Several premiers, including Alberta's Danielle Smith, Ontario's Doug Ford, and Nova Scotia's Tim Houston, want a meeting with Justin Trudeau to discuss their opposition to the government's carbon levy, which rose from $65 a ton to $80 a ton on April the 1st. The motion will be voted on tomorrow.
Carried.
On Monday, MPs unanimously approved a motion to hold GC Strategies in contempt of Parliament. GC Strategies is the contractor that worked on the ArriveCan app. Christian Firth will appear before the bar of the Commons next week. He will face censure from parliamentarians and admonishment from the Speaker for not answering direct questions at a recent House committee studying the ArriveCan controversy. The motion also calls for Firth to face another round of questions from MPs. It is rare for the House to use its power to call a non-MP before the bar. The last time it happened was in 2021, and before that, in 1913. And finally tonight, the NDP joined members of Canada's Sudanese community, calling on the federal government to do more to reunite them with their family members stuck in Sudan. Violence between the Sudanese armed forces and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces has gripped the Northeast African state since April of 2023. New Democrats want the Liberals to ease entry requirements for Sudanese looking to come to Canada to flee the civil war, as it has done with Ukrainian refugees.
We don't get to pick and choose which countries Canada supports. We have an obligation to ensure that those who are suffering are supported, and the Canadian government has completely lost the thread on the conflict that we are seeing in Sudan. So I call on the government. I wrote to the government a month ago asking them to take concrete steps. I gave them the plan of what would actually help the Sudanese people today. We've still not heard from the government on this.
Ottawa has taken applications for a Sudanese family reunification program since the end of February, but as of last month, none of the 680 applications have been approved.